Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. It's pretty early, isn't it? About 2 o'clock here in India. It's a Gopi hour. Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Okay, so let's do some japa and see where the Lord leads us today. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Whoa, Krishna, yeah. Krishna, starting quick. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Sorry, I forgot to close the windows. Otherwise, I get kicked out. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. The holy name of Krishna is non-different than Krishna. Therefore, it is a wish-fulfilling gem, conscious, full of ras, absolute, pure, eternal, and independent like Him. The holy name is non-different from Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The holy name is the only way for the deliverance of the souls in Kali Yuga. The holy name is the only way of deliverance for the souls in Kali Yuga. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The gopis glorify the song of Krishna's flute. The gopis glorify the song of Krishna's flute. Shukadev Goswami said, thus Vrindavan forest was filled with transparent autumnal waters and cooled by breezes perfumed with the fragrance of lotus flowers growing in the clear lakes. The infallible Lord, accompanied by his cows and cowherd boyfriends, entered that Vrindavan forest. Shri Sukha Uvacha, Shri Shukadev Goswami said, Itam, in this way, Sarat, of the fall season, Svacha, clear, Jalam, water, Padam Akara, from the lake filled with lotus flowers, Sa Gandhina, with the sweet fragrance, Nyavasat, he entered Vayuna by the breeze, Vatam ventilated, Sa with, Go the cows, Gopalaka and the cowherd boys, Achyuta, the infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead. The infallible Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kusumita flowering, Vana Rajati, among the groups of trees, Sumi maddened, Bringa with bees, Dvija, the groups of trees, Baringa with bees, Dvija of birds, Kula and flocks, Gusta, among the groups of trees maddened with bees of birds, Kula and flocks. Gusta resounding, Sara its lakes, Sarit rivers, Mahidram and hills, Madhupati, the Lord Madhu, Krishna, Avagaya entering, Charyan while tending, Ga the cows, Sa Pasu Pulya in the company of the cowherd boys, and Balaram, Chakula vibrated, Vinum his flute. Translation: the lakes, the rivers, and hills of Vrindavan resounded with the sounds of maddened bees and flocks of birds moving about the flowering trees. In the company of the cowherd boys and Balaram, Madhupati, Sri Krishna, entered that forest. While herding the cows, he began to vibrate his flute. See, the lakes, the hills, the rivers of Vrindavan resounded with sounds of maddened bees. Kusamita flowering among the groups of trees. Yeah. A lot to say about that later. Tat, next verse. This is verse 3. Tat, that Raja Striya, the ladies in the cowherd village, Ashruta, hearing, Venum Gitam, the song of the flute, Smara Udam, which gives rise to the influence of Cupid. Kaschit, some of them. Pushokam. See, a lot of people think that it's just some flute sound, that gives rise, that they are talking about. But that's the devotees. They're like, flute also represents an instrument used by Krishna. Okay? So Krishna has his flute, Venu. Okay? And it gives rise to the influence of Cupid. That's this attractive force, this attraction, Lord. This is attraction to Harikatha. See, these are all when devotees hear practically, like, how do we hear that flute now? Do you hear any flute going on? Usually not. But you hear when you hear the devotees chanting the name and the verses of Harikatha, they're like these flowering trees. See, because Krishna enters such a forest, see, with his devotees. See, and they bloom. And see, the maddened bees are actually the devotees. They come and they take the honey. See, the honey that comes from these flowering trees. See, so Krishna enters the forest and the trees are flowering. See, it's just like a big party. So many. This is a huge place of trees everywhere. So anyway, all you need is one tree, and the maddened bees are the devotees that come to taste that nectar from that flowering tree. Okay? Flowering trees. Okay? And it gives rise to the influence of Cupid. So in the material world, that Cupid is this lust, and here it gives rise to this love of Krishna. See, love, it gives rise, it rises up. Okay? Rises up. Okay? This is this dormant love of Krishna. That's basically our work here, is to cause, through our chanting and through the Harikatha, not so much, like people sometimes are confused about. We're not so sticklers about the rules, in certain ways to do things. But there's another principle at work here. It's this, what we're teaching is Raganuga Bhakti, the influence causing, there are certain devotees that are attracted to this. They're attracted. It's like Radharani said, it's this kind of mood. Radharani says, I don't understand the rules and regulations of the Creator. See, the Creator, you're worshiping the Creator, Vishnu actually, the Creator, that level. I don't understand. This is like a song of a Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous devotee. I don't understand the rules and regulations of the Creator. I just worship Krishna for happiness. See? That's that attractive force, worshiping Krishna, and not thinking about it so much of procedures. It's just worship. Got to have Krishna. It's the way of lust. In the world is like they just got to have that girl or that man. It's the way of lust for Krishna. This is this Vrindavan mood. They just have to have Krishna, see, in their lives. See? And so they're, see, and the best way to get Krishna is they go to the flowering, the forest of Vrindavan, where these are all, the flowering trees represent the devotees. They're flowering, in their glorification of the Lord. This is Harikatha, an example of Harikatha. A lot of these pastimes are also esoteric codes to explain how it works. These flowering trees is because devotees who are actually devotees, they flower when they're involved in their devotional service for Krishna. Often it's just glorifying the Lord like this, and the bees are the devotees. They come, they want to partake of that honey. See, so that's how you can do it. See, it's not like you have to be the speaker of Harikatha. Even these bees are pure devotees. They come and hear, and they get to taste this nectar. Yeah, like I come and I listen to my disciples, that are ecstatic. They're rasic devotees like Lilita. I just come and I listen, listen to this ecstatic vibration being vibrated, and I just become like a maddened bee, It gives rise to this. And so, so sometimes devotees are speaking about Krishna, sometimes they're hearing about Krishna. They change roles. Like Lord Chaitanya, God himself was listening, in great ecstatic bliss to Ramananda Roy chant the transcendental sound vibration. Okay? Came through a Sudra, a person who was, that's why the Lord teaches through Sudras often, because people think there's some other standard for pure devotees and pure devotion. No, the only standard is devotion itself. You have to see the signs and the symptoms of that devotion in the body of the devotee, and then okay, this is where the real mercy is. Yeah. The rules and the regulations are external. A lot of people have perfected following the rules and regulations, or they're spending their whole lives perfecting the rules and regulations and staying. That's why they call it external bhakti. When Ramananda Roy said to Lord Chaitanya, when Lord Chaitanya asked Ramananda Roy, what is the goal of life and the means to attain it? See, that is the essence of the question. What is the universal goal of life for not only one person or three persons? What is that goal of life for everyone that they may or may not know? And usually most people don't know clearly what is that ultimate goal of life. Okay? And so Ramananda Roy started. He said, Varnashram Dharma. Follow the rules and regulations of your Varna and Ashram. Okay? And then you will attain perfection. And Lord Chaitanya said, no, that's external devotional service. So most of the Vaishnavas now at this time are engaged in that platform of external devotional service. That's the preliminary, the basis. See, and then there's a point, like I notice now practically, people that have been doing that for 25, for 40, and even 50 years are coming here. See, because now it's like, and they usually, like you ask Janaki, she's saying, yeah, I wanted something more. I mean, wasn't enough for me. See, so that's like Lord Chaitanya. Now you're following the progressive path. You're doing like Lord Chaitanya said. That's external. I want something more deep, internal. See, and so now you're ready to hear the real Bhagavatam, because most external devotees don't know the Bhagavatam, because they're involved. They're not even following, they're not at the stage yet where Bhagavatam starts. The Bhagavatam started with Vedavyas, Sutta Goswami. Both examples are in there. So Vedavyas was disheartened. His heart was not satisfied just doing Vaidhi Bhakti and even teaching the rules and regulations of Varnas and Ashrams, and even the principles of liberation. His heart was still not satisfied. See? So then the ecstatic devotee came and taught him. And now teach the deeper, teach more elaborately the pastimes of the Lord, okay, in which he warmed up to. You see, so many devotees, they're just at the fringe. They call me a fringy, but they're still at the fringe of Bhagavatam. They're not even ready. They're not even engaged in learning Bhagavatam, because if you still have faith in external bhakti as going to deliver you. I even heard a person wrote a book, and he said, Varnashram Dharma is our Sanatan Dharma. That means that's our eternal engagement is Varnashram Dharma. That ain't true. See, that's external devotees. Think like that. See? He's not satiated yet by that. So he doesn't even understand the beginning of the Bhagavatam yet. Right? So, Sutta Goswami example was the same thing. The sages came to him and they said, listen, we don't want to spend the rest of our lives trying to perfect Vaidhi Bhakti and Varnashram Dharma. We can spend the whole of our lives trying to do this. Now you teach us, we want to sit and hear from you because you are a purified, you are an empowered Vaishnava. You have understood the essence of the Bhagavatam and assimilated it by life experience. And you've been given the favors of a submissive disciple. Okay? So you could either get that in this life or you bring it in from another life. Depends if you've gotten this favor. The favor is basically, you know the essence of the Bhagavatam, okay, the essence of the absolute truth, and the quickest way to attain it. Okay? And you teach that, and that's if that is ordered and instructed. Yeah. That was it. So here, we're here for those who are followed for a time the rules and regulations and are ready to ask the question, is there something deeper? Well, we'll instruct the real Bhagavatam. Because the real Bhagavatam is simply instructed by a devotee who is engaged in their eternal relationship with the Lord. Okay? And they're not like Prabhupada was, Bhaktisiddhanta was, but they wrote all this confidential things in their books. Bhaktivinoda also wrote these confidential things in their books, but they didn't preach it. They preached more the external devotional service. So they've given this work to us here in our Sangha for those who are ready to move deeper. You know, if you're ready to move deeper, you know. So, and you can't judge what's going on here by external standards. You'll just become bewildered. It's just like I was telling somebody this morning, you know, see the different levels of Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga and spontaneous devotional service, these more subtle, deeper principles can be understood by many of these pastimes with Jesus. Jesus, the Pharisees who were doing more regulative devotional service, see, they fasted, they studied the Vedas, they did the rules, the regulations that Moses taught. See, this is like, that was that kind of rule and regulation orientated level of spiritual development. But it's not enough to attain you need to, I mean, if you want more intimacy with God, you want to have that love of God, devotion to the Lord arise in you, well, you have to have a deeper instructor and instruction. But they complained that, Jesus, your disciples, they're not washing their hands and mouths after they eat. Sometimes they just neglectful of that. Look at this, it's the Sabbath, and you're not supposed to work on the Sabbath, and they're going around gathering corn because they're hungry. You shouldn't be doing that. You're not supposed to. You shouldn't. See, these are the rules and regulations of the scriptures. All scriptures have their rules and regulations. Okay? So there's that level. And so when the deeper level is taught, what the deeper level is taught is what Jesus taught by his example, and what Shukadeva Goswami taught by example, and Sutta Goswami taught by his example, and what their followers taught by example. It's always the same teaching, what the wives of the Brahmins taught by example, what Bali Maharaj taught by example. It's always the same example. It's staring devotees right in the face. But if you're an external devotee, you can't see. You sit before a realized soul that is given the anointing and the order to deliver you. And you just listen to what they say. Isn't that what Shukadeva Goswami did? And I mean, Maharaj Parikshit did? And attained the kingdom of God in 7 days. He heard topics of Krishna from a bona fide speaker, and then he attained love of God. Isn't that what the sages did? They sat before Sutta Goswami and they just heard from him and inquired and had nice discussions. and they attained the love of God. They learned the essence of the truth because they were a devotee that fit the example of Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding of how to come to me. Okay? So that's the instructor. I mean, when you're ready for that kind of devotional, exercise them. Okay, this is another platform. I'm ready for it. I'll listen now. Because generally the neophytes, they won't listen. They say, no, they start criticizing. I even have sometimes in our Sangha here, people that are part of our Sangha they criticize the way I'm teaching. They say, well, you know, that's not the way Prabhupada did, and he said this and he said that. See? Well, he's teaching something different. He's teaching Vaidhi Bhakti. Right? We're teaching the more intricate principles. See? People here are showing by their example, they're attaining love of God simply by sitting here and listening to these topics. How did Lalita Ganga attain this position of this prema bhakti awakening in her? She just sat and listened. I wasn't even present. All she did, she had, with faith, she heard the videos. And a few videos, and this devotion to Krishna arose in her heart. See, moved on to another platform of devotional service. Purified her from the inside out. That's much powerful. That's 1,000 times more powerful of purification than trying to get purified by following external rules. I mean, that's a great place to start. But if you stay your whole life there, well, then you stay your whole life there. She was given the good fortune in her later days to now worship the Lord on the ecstatic platform. See, and taste this divine nectar of, in the holy name, the pastimes and qualities of Krishna. And Johan also, and Govinda, and River, and others. You all know who you are. Are you tasting this nectar or not? It's a wonderful path, and the Lord wants to make it easy. So all that jumping around, all those rules and regulations that devotees are following and all those scriptures they're studying, they don't understand. If they understood the scriptures, you would sit, all you would do, if you understood the scriptures, essence of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, you would do exactly what Arjuna did and Maharaj Parikshit did. You would be looking for, just like Maharaj Parikshit, his name meant examiner. He examined people. He was trying to find that person that was empowered like that Krishna was in the womb. He spent his whole life looking for somebody like that. See? And then he found him. He sat his buttocks in front of that person and listened and heard these empowered talks. Even Lord Chaitanya showed the example of doing that before Ramananda Roy, a Sudra, in the Sudra class. So that's really the simple truth. So if you come here, you learn that. If you go elsewhere where they're teaching Vaidhi Bhakti, they don't teach you even Bhagavatam yet. And to proof that you understand the Bhagavatam, you hear the essence of Bhagavatam is you just hearing in this class, and then you do it. You go and they say, well, okay, that makes sense to me. Duh, yes, Maharaj Parikshit sat down right in front of Shukadev Goswami, just like he's saying, that is really true. He was Shukadev Goswami was a self-realized soul. So was Sutta Goswami. So was Ramananda Roy. You start to add up correctly. People, if you're just doing Vaidhi Bhakti, you can't even do simple addition yet. That's why you got to hear from a devotee. They clear all the cobwebs up. They teach you what the song you're singing every day means. Yeah. From them ecstatic prema emanates. You got to meet a devotee that, hey man, every day you're singing that song and don't understand it. Is your guru emanating ecstatic prema? Do you know what that looks like? Well, it's all spoken in a book, and still people don't know what it looks like. They don't even consider it to be a qualification. Even though they're singing it every day. Lip service. Ba, ba, ba. From them ecstatic prema emanates, but does it emanate from your Guru Dev? By their words, ignorance is destroyed. You know how much ignorance we destroyed in this one class, much less the thousands we've been given here, 365 days a year. Have you such a guru? Can you see such a guru somewhere on this planet? Maybe there's a few, but that's the qualification. Otherwise, you're just giving lip service still. That's why you got to meet the devotee, and they just awaken your intelligence. You say, get you out of hypnosis, wake you up. Boom. Oh, you're right. I was singing that song, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just giving lip service. You know, samsara dava. You know, the ecstatic receiving the benediction of Krishna. What does that mean? How does that show up in a guru's life? You know, always wanting to taste the mellows of devotion. Always want to taste the pastimes of Krishna. Yeah, so anyway, people coming here is when you're ready to cut to the chase. When you're ready to understand the essence. That's all I'm interested in. I can't even think about what procedures to follow and the rule. I don't live on that plane anymore. I can't think, am I doing it this way, you know, the procedures methodically and all that stuff. I don't think on that plane. I just think about the essence. When I read this book, I look at the essence. The Lord shows me stuff. Okay? Because you want the right understanding, you got to find such a teacher that you see is worshiping the Lord in loving ecstasy. That means real love of God in a mature stage. And they have the right understanding. You get that understanding from them if they tell you. They give you the confidential purport if it's for them to tell you, if they can see that it's time or they've been ordered. Like I was ordered by Prabhupada to teach this way. Those who come here know that they're drawn here. They're just drawn here. And if you're not, you go and you look at some fault. You say, oh, you see, Gaurahari didn't do it right. Well, he's not wearing tilak. He's wearing neck. Well, I got neck beads now. Well, yeah, at least I'm following one thing. Correct. Oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. Okay? So if you're not meant to be here, the Lord will mislead you. Okay? That's what he does. If you're meant to be here, your heart will tell you and you will listen and see, because if something deeper is here. That's why we say do the 30-day challenge. You know, we challenge you to do 30 days of listening and see if this isn't better. The essence what's being taught here is not better than anything you've heard up to this date. Yeah, because that's how you'll know. Otherwise, if you don't take the time, you know, you won't understand what's going on here. People can't understand. You got to take the time and hear. That is the process Prabhupada taught. You got to hear from the devotee and preferably hear from the pure devotee. Pure devotee just means loving ecstasy. Has nothing to do with externals. You know, there was a person who was the story of Lord Jagannath, man. There was a guy who was lower than a Sudra, man. Crass guy, really low person. But he loved Lord Jagannath, man. See, love is devotion, not the externals. He was a burly type person in like worse than a Sudra. But he loved that deity, Lord Jagannath, and therefore Lord Jagannath reciprocated. He loved him. Oh, you love me, I love you. See, that is the Lord's nature. He had pure love for that deity, Lord Jagannath. And the king came over and found fault with him for external things. Oh, look at the externally, you're not doing this and you're this, you're a Sudra, you're not qualified to worship the deity. See, that's external bhakti. But the real qualification is this loving ecstasy, man. That's what we go to. We just cut to the chase here so that people can know what is the real standard, what is an eternal standard. Eternal standards are not external rules and regulations. That's just a beginning step to show that you have some what do you call, desire for God. Hey, and then the next stage is you listen to devotees and you just become attracted to the taste of topics of the Lord. And one of those topics is how to make a transition from fault-finding Vaidhi Bhakta, because you find fault. If you think that what you're taught by your external gurus and teachers is the highest thing, and then you see this over here where we're concerned about something deeper actually, and we don't necessarily care about this other fluff and stuff on the mental platform, then you can find fault with that. Therefore you can't enter into this stage. You have to kind of somehow or other wrap your head around what we're doing is another stage, and so you have to spend some time to listen to see if it is or isn't. I don't want any blind believers here. We want people to enter into and get their blindness removed, their ignorance. Blindness is ignorance. You have to have that removed. See if your ignorance is not removed. See if you don't function with an upgrade. Like computers, they have upgrades. See if you're moving from Windows XP to Windows 11 or something. Vraja Sri the ladies in the cowherd village, Asruta, hearing Venu Gitam, the song of the flute. The song of the flute. Smaram, which gives rise to the influence of Cupid. So if you don't hear a devotee speak and it doesn't give rise to the Lord in the heart there, or some kind of, you don't get a rise out of it, then you're not ready usually, and then you'll go and just continue with external bhakti. So Johann says they have to asking themselves, you have to ask yourself, do I really want to have now my relationship with the Lord? This is very important. Yeah, do you want more intimacy with the Lord? See, an intimate relationship, this is taught in Chaitanya Charitamrita, an intimate relationship oversteps formality and formal bounds. This is taught in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Benny, these teaching, realization, everything, what has to do with is real awakening from the threefold matrix. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, it's just the essence. It only comes by this kind of worship with loving ecstasy. See, and the Lord gives the right understanding, the essence of truth, to get out of this illusion. And actually the Bhagavatam is written that way. The Bhagavatam is a book written, and Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavad Gita, the essence of it is what we're teaching. The essence of just what I said in this class is just to sit before a devotee who worships the Lord with loving ecstasy that you can see with your eyes and they're not hiding and all that stuff. That's why Prabhupada taught more rules and regulations verbally. And hid the ecstasy. See, it's hiding the ecstasy and hiding the teachings that lead to that. I mean, it's in the book, and that's why the Prabhupada came to me and said, okay, now, has my approval. He said this, 3 things. What you're doing is, in this lucid dream I had, he said, what you're doing has my approval. Okay, and what was I doing? I was doing exactly what we're doing here now, teaching like this. And people were becoming ecstatic. This has my approval, he said, just to encourage. Okay? You're doing exactly what I want you, the head of the parampara wants me to do. Do more of that. And so here we are, 20-something years later, doing more of that. I'm just following the order of Prabhupada, therefore it works. People are coming here believing this message, which if you listen for a while with a good heart, like really listening for the right reasons, you'll see this is the essence of the whole truth. And you quickly attain Krishna. This is the thing. We're here so that people can quickly attain Krishna. Otherwise, you're just doing more of the slow path. And you'll do that until you're ready to sit before what Bhagavatam really teaches. Even Jesus taught. Those guys, they sat before Jesus and listened to him for 3 years. And he said, you are clean. See, clean, inside, clean, by the word I spoke to you. The transcendental word I spoke to you. See? And then they became saints because that love, that devotion arose in them. They call it the Holy Spirit. You got to have that, man, to understand God more. Otherwise, you don't understand God. You're an external. You're not even born again. You must be born again, spiritually born, not just a banana in a fire and a thread wrapped around you. That's external born, external thing still. Study of the Vedas and all of that. All of that, and that's like the Pharisees had that kind of ritualistic birth. Still a ritual. It's all a ritual. You see, ritual. No, you got to be born again. See, spiritually reborn on the spiritual platform. In Vaishnava terms, that means the awakening of your spiritual body and your relationship with Krishna. That happens here very quickly for many devotees. You have to have that. See, both. The real path is always, that's its style. When you're ready to be delivered, that's its style. You'll see those symptoms. Let's go to the next verse. The cowherd girls began to speak about Krishna. But when they remembered his activities, O king, the power of Cupid disturbed their minds, and they could not speak. That, varnaitam, to describe. This is this verse here. To describe, arabada, beginning. Smara, oh, by the way, if anybody wants to come in, they can. If anybody's up. I don't know if anybody's up. Smarataya, remembering. Krishna chestam, the activities of Krishna. Na askam, they were incapable. Smar vejena, by the force of Cupid. See, force of love arising. Vishpita, agitated. Manasa, whose minds? Nripa, O King Parikshit. See, this is 10th canto. This is the spontaneous devotee. See? Spontaneous devotees, sometimes when they think of Krishna or chant his name, sometimes they cry, sometimes they laugh, sometimes they choke up, they can't speak because of this love, this Cupid. See? This is the one who is we're meant to hear from. This is when it's just like Jesus said, and this always applies to things. All those scriptures that your studies and your fasting and everything is leading to him. See? He's leading to a Maharaj Parikshit. He's leading to a Shuta Goswami. All your study of the Vedas, all your Varnashram Dharma, all of that stuff, and you're studying your Bhakti Shastras, and all that is leading to a Maharaj Parikshit, a Shuta Goswami, the cowherd boys for those ladies, the wives of the Brahmins. All of whatever they did was leading to that meeting of the bona fide spiritual master. who comes to deliver you. See? Because people are often following rules and regulations, and their gurus are not, they're not like this. They don't choke up when they think of Krishna sometimes. They don't laugh or cry like this. See? But this is 10th canto. This is the real spiritual master. They've got to be a Vrindavan resident. See, these are the qualifications. See? Or to describe, beginning by remembering the activities of Krishna. They were incapable by the force of Cupid, agitated, whose mind. So you need to see a devotee. So sometimes devotees enter that, just like Paul preached. He said sometimes we're out of our minds for God. You got to find somebody out of their mind. See, out of the mind, not thinking, did I do it right this way or wrong? Or did I follow this or follow that? Did I do Ekadasi? Today is Ekadasi? Is it the special day today? You got to find those who are out of their minds, drawn out of their minds and into Krishna in that ecstasy. Sometimes they're out of their minds in that, see? Out of their minds, crying and laughing and choking up, and other blissful ecstatic symptoms. And sometimes they're in their right mind, like now, for preaching. They go in the door and come out the door. And that's how you get convinced, right? If you see a person out of their mind for Krishna all the time, you think they're crazy. But when you see them come back into their right mind and you hear their preaching, there's nothing you ever heard like it. Because it's exactly what Bhagavatam says. Those who worship me with that loving ecstasy, they're out of their minds in that ecstatic state. I give them the right understanding, and that's Guru Dev, man. They come and they give it. They convince you, oh, this is a good thing, man. This is a wonderful thing. And it's glorious to worship God like this. That's why Lord Chaitanya came. And that's our work here, is show the glories of reaching the spontaneous platform of devotional service, which you can easily do here, if you believe. The only sin will remain is if you believe. It won't remain. See? Because if you believe this preaching, everything gets cleared out. And then you can worship the Lord like this, as you are. See, there's the Guru, man. See, the cowherd girls began to speak about Krishna. And when they remembered his activities, O king, the power of Cupid disturbed their minds. See? And thus they could not speak. See? There you go. You see anybody with those qualifications? If you do, then you see somebody who has the mercy of Krishna on them. The special mercy. Prabhupada called it special mercy. Extraordinary mercy. It's extraordinary. It's very rare to find such devotees right now. Mm-hmm. Bara, a peacock feather. Apitam, as a decoration on his head. Nata vara, oh, of the best of the dancers. Vapu, the transcendental body. Kanai, on the ears. Kanikaram, a particular kind of blue lotus flower. Bharat, wearing. Vasa, garments. Kanaka, like gold. Kapisam, yellowish. Vijatam, named Vijayanti. Cha, and. Malam, the garland. Radran, the holes. Venu, of his flute. Adara, of his lips. Sudaya, with nectar. See? Fills the holes of his flute with his lips with nectar. See? That's why, see, it's like the devotee. The Lord does that, and that's how you know you're with a devotee, is the Lord fills their lips with nectar. See, it's the Lord doing that. Okay? And if you're like meant to hear that kind of katha without criticizing the devotees, then you can also taste that nectar that comes from the lips of the flutes of Krishna. See? That's the devotee. See? You know, wow, this is nectar. And you take that nectar, you think you get it here. Well, the devotee it's coming there, but it's going in here. That's where you taste this nectar of Krishna's flute. You see? You hear it from the ear, right? See? So that's what, and anybody in our Sangha here, this is what you got to see. You got to wait for the empowerment, man. You got to wait for that, the Lord to use you, otherwise, and not come from your mental mind. Sometimes I see devotees, if they give classes or something, they just come from their minds. No, wait for the empowerment, man. Yeah? Wait for when the Lord, the Spirit takes over. See? That's then the Lord's, His breath coming through. Okay? Don't glory in yourself or your mind. Oh, I'll answer the question. I'll be like a big teacher. No, not like that. You'll just bore the real devotees. Wait for that nectar. Okay? The Lord, the empowerment comes. You see, the Lord plays you like a flute. Okay? See, he fills the holes of his flute. See the hole? It's a hole, right? See? See? Fill the hole with the flute and it goes in the ear, another hole. Yeah. Of his lips with the nectar, filling up Gopa Vrindai, by the cowherd boys, Vrinda Arayam, the forest of Vrindavan, Svapada, because of the marks of his lotus feet. Ramanam, enchanting, Pravasit Sat, he entered, Gita being sung, Kirita, his glories. See, he filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. See, and that's synonymous. Filled the holes of his flute with nectar, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. It's both. See? He does it both. He plays his flute that way, nice beautiful sound, and also the cowherd boys are also his flutes, sang his glories. See, what are the glories of Krishna? See, the glories of Krishna are Krishna's glories, actual glories. They're conclusive. They're as they are. This is the true glories of Krishna, not as they're not, and speculation. That's like Kalya coming into the river there and poisoning it. See, that's Hari Katha, chanted by those whose hearts have material motives or something. See, there's going to be some poison in that. It won't lift you to the spiritual plane very fast. So purport, the gopis remembered all the transcendental qualities of Krishna mentioned in this verse. Oh, actually, we won't read that. Iti, thus, Vinu Ravam, the vibration of the flute. Rajan, O King Parikshit. See, the vibration of the flute, vibration. See, again, the vibration of the flute is also the sound vibration. See, sound vibration comes from the voice. That's why sound vibration is very important Transcendental sound vibration comes from the devotees. That's what quickly purifies those who hear from them. That's why the path of hearing from a qualified speaker is glorified as the way. See, that's the narrow gate Jesus was talking about. That is the way, is through the speaker. See, speaker, you know, they call it speaker, right? Well, that's the voice. See, vibrating. See, vibration of the flute, vibration of the devotees, Hari Kata. See? It's very attractive to devotees. It's like Jesus said, he said, I came here to teach those who are taught by God. Not everybody, most people didn't really hear. That's why he spoke in parables. They weren't there to hear from him. Even his disciples had a hard time understanding the deep words of Jesus. He had to explain those parables to them. And that's what you get when you hear a qualified speaker who vibrates conclusive truth as it is, the transcendental sound that purifies you of all kinds of ignorant ideas. Ignorant ideas that some checklist is going to deliver you when it's not. No, what we're preaching here is going to deliver you. You can check it in the book. I don't ask you to check it. You can check it in the checklist to see if it's in the book. If it's on the checklist for the idea, what is a bona fide guru, and it's also in the book, it's okay. But I haven't seen much that I would say is transcendental. You know, it's like saying, basically in the checklist is, look for somebody that's a good person. Look for somebody that follows the rules and regulations strictly. That's all external. Somebody who's studied. Celis says, I heard a trombone in inner ear when I asked Krishna to let me hear the flute of his. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you'll hear the trombone, but better than that, you meet a living devotee in this world and you hear from them. Then you found really Krishna's flute. That's how it's really going to show up. Otherwise, it could be some imagination. You know? If Krishna is going to, unless you have pure love of God already awakened, and then you do devotional service, like just even looking at the book here, and you become ecstatic sometimes, the Lord will lead you to his flutes, which is a speaker, man, a speaker, where you're going to hear transcendental vibration. That's the best flute you'll find in this world. Not some imaginative sound, oh, I'm going to hear some flute. Yeah. The test will always be, you sit before a speaker, and how do you feel? What is your experience? Do you come and you listen more and get more purified to the point of love of God like they have? Because they're the path, man. That's why Jesus said, I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. That's the bona fide spiritual master. You know, they're the path, man. The path is, they're the attainment. Yeah, that's the perfection, is worshiping the Lord in ecstasy like these gopis do. When you hear, you chant, and you remember the Lord, sometimes you cry, choke up the voice, laugh like a madman or woman. Many symptoms of ecstatic bliss, of real intimacy with the Lord. Okay? That's the perfection of Vrindavan. Okay? And the test is not something that you may hear in your mind, is when you meet the devotee and you hear that kind of flute sound that purifies you practically, Hari Kata. Okay? By the way, if anybody's around, you're welcome to come in. The door is open. See? The door is open when it's open. When it's shut, it's shut. See? The door is open when the devotees are preaching deliverance. See? Like now. This is we're preaching deliverance. Door is open. When it's shut, no, you'll get what Prabhupada was teaching, or what Moses was teaching. And when it's open, you'll get what the door is open. See, because even now, in Krishna consciousness is just like with the Bible, the door is opened by the devotee. See, like now, see, so the door is open, they can come right in. See, the devotee opens the door. See, right? Come on in. See, they did. Look at this. It's a literal thing, huh? And when it's shut, it's all the message. What message are you hearing? See? When the door is open, the message of deliverance is here. See? And it's always the same message. You listen to the messenger that is giving you the message of deliverance. Isn't that what Jesus did? Didn't he give a message of deliverance? He didn't give a message of work, Martha thing, did he? He got them free. Did you get free of the Martha trip? Yeah.
A bit too much.
She was burnt out, man. Krishna came to her rescue just in time, right? I don't think she would have been here much longer, man. She was getting so burnt out. Her also, they're grandmothers, man. They're grandmas. All their duties were burning them out. Now all they have to do is hear and chant, give classes. Yeah, nice life, huh?
Singing on the beach.
Singing on the beach. It's sacrifice. Everybody's got to, if you can't associate with devotees who are giving the message of deliverance, like in other words, if you can't just come to a place like this, which is pretty rare, I think, if you come to a place if you can't do that, you got to go out there on a treadmill, man. Even invited, you'll go out there and the speakers will all say, yeah, work for Krishna, man. And usually they're also lining their pockets a bit. That's just religion, man. What do you expect? The Lord sets it up that way so you don't stay too, comfortable. When you're really uncomfortable, then you take the shoes off. They're tight fit. Didn't Jesus come to make things easier for people? Yeah. So did Moses come to make things easier? Well, not really. I mean, you had to do a lot of stuff, man. You had to talk about following rules, man. There was like 10 commandments and all these other subsidiary things. You were all day long thinking about what to do and what not to do. Isn't that Vaishnavism too? You're thinking all day long what to do and what not to do and how to do it. And if you're outside of that, people are always looking to see, is that person doing it right? Is she wearing the right dress? She got her neck beads on? Did she go to class? Did she do? Yeah, you don't come here? There you go. Religion. Simply by hearing about Krishna from those who love to speak about Krishna, you attain Krishna. If that wasn't the real path, why did Lord Chaitanya teach that by example? He just sat before Ramananda Roy. He said, no, the rules, Varnashram Dharma and that kind of thing. I just want to hear something deeper. I want to hear the real message. What is the real message, Ramananda Roy? Don't cheat me. See? When Prabhupada didn't show you ecstatic love, he was sort of cheating you. Because you're a cheater. People were in the beginnings, they're just naturally, they're just cheaters and cheated. And so he had to cheat people to bring them closer. See? Now we're not cheating people, just telling people as it is. And still people are a bit of cheaters and they don't want to listen. See? So they're no, give us the cheater, where Prabhupada's holding back the ecstasy. We don't want to see that. Well, okay, fine. That's why you go around. You know, here we're showing you what Prabhupada was experiencing in the room. We're revealing what he was writing in the book. It's in the book. But only those who worship the Lord loving ecstasy can understand this book. See? And if you're not happy with that, if you think you know just as much, you won't be here. You go out there, well, I know more than that guy. See? Because he's not looking like a devotee. Okay? So those who think they know, they can't enter into this. The ones who know are those who worship. They got to fit the book. They got to worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. Okay? They have the right understanding. See, right knowledge. See? Have real knowledge. That's what it says in the word for word in that Bhagavad Gita. See, word for word, real knowledge, real. Not fake, not speculation, real knowledge. You want real knowledge or you want fake? You know, you want fake news or you want real news? Iti thus. Venu Ravam, the vibration of the flute. Vibration of the flute. So you got to hear that vibration of the word, the name, the fame, the pastimes, the qualities of Krishna from a devotee. See? Who vibrates that transcendental sound. Then you get purified. See? O King Parikshit, Sarva Bhuta, all living beings, Manaharam, stealing the minds. Shrutva, hearing. Vraja, Striya, the lady standing in the village of Vraj. Svar, Sarva, all of them. Varnayanta, engaged in describing. Abhira, embraced one another. So you see what happens when you hear from Krishna's flutes, you get inspired. It gives you revelation. You ever get revelation hearing from Krishna's flute? Gives you, it's like, and then you want to describe. Huh?
She has a lot.
Yeah, so you get a lot of it. Yeah, see, it comes. So they want to describe that. That's why you see we have the students, they give classes, they hear here, and so it inspires them. They get purified to the point they want to describe what they're realizing. They want to show what God is doing in their lives. Right? That's what I loved about Christianity, and those who get Jesus, man, you know? They want to talk about what God is doing for them, not like it's like nothing's happening. This is what I see in Vaishnavism. People haven't been born again yet. You need to be born, man. And you hear from Krishna's flute, man, you want to describe. Whoa, I'm realizing all these great things. You want to be in that zone or you want to be in the dead zone? You want to be in the live zone or the dead zone? So you got to get life. What did Jesus say? I have life. I can give it to you abundantly. That means you got to be, the speaker has to be an example of that life. They have to get life from what from speaking, from their worshiping God. You see, they got to feel that life. And then they give it to others who listen to them. And they become like them. See? Oh my Lord, let them be as I am. They believe that my words came from you. See, there's the Guru. They come from the revelation which is confirmed by the scriptures. They believe. That's why we're in a great position, because here you can check these words to see if they're confirmed in the scriptures. So you can become doubly convinced. The Lord's made it very easy. That's why Prabhupada put so much energy into writing these books. It was his primary concern. He knew there would be a time when we would use these books to convince people of the quick way to get back to Godhead. Fast and furious. It's a movie called Fast and Furious. You don't know because you don't watch movies. You don't watch movies, man. You look at me, you watch this movie. I watch movies so I get some material for our preaching. Fast and Furious. See, and embraced one another. Yes. So purport. No, I'm going to read that. Okay. Shri Gopaya Ucha, the gopis said, Askavantam, of those who have eyes, Balam, the fruit, Idam, this, Na, not, Param, other, Vadama, we know, Sakya, O friends, Pasun, the cows, Anuvesatao, or something like that, causing to enter one forest after another. Vayasai, with their friends of the same age. With their friends of the same age. Vaktram, the faces. See, they're friends of the same age. See, friends of the same age is actually the same level of consciousness. You know, see, this is the thing. And this is what, like Jesus taught. He said, he taught his disciples. He said, you've served so nicely. Now you're like friends. See, you become of the same age, very similar. Same kind of age, you know, matured. You become a mature devotee. See, capable of friendship with liberated souls. See, same age. Otherwise, you see different ages. There are gurus and teachers and followers. They're young. They're not even born, most of them. They're not even born. But people, they come and you notice, you come as a servant. You come as giving great respect to the bona fide spiritual master. You don't try to jump into friendship. You come as a servant, and then you come closer. And elephants are coming in. Yeah. So yeah, you come closer. Okay. Okay. And then you begin. You're able to relate to the devotees as friends also. But you can't jump into that. You have to have a proper mood. And I see that. I see that my students here coming like that. They're like my friends, but they're also, they have that mood of like submissive surrenderedness, and then you enter into friendship like that. I remember when I had that experience in the early 70s when I was reading the book of John, and then I was lifted into this state. And then this verse in the Bible came. It said, "May they be as we are. May they be as we are." And I thought, wow, man, I'm seeing the same thing Jesus saw. This all-pervading. I said, yeah, that's why it's the Father. It's like that. God is everywhere. He's like the Father. It was like it's like then you see your real position is really being small. The Lord is just everywhere. You don't quite know Him exactly. He's very mysterious. He's God, But you know Him to the extent that He's everywhere. And then we're just these little points of light, points of consciousness, of being conscious of that. I said, wow, that's what Jesus was talking about. He was seeing stuff like that. And I got to see it too. See, by the mercy of Christ, see, the mercy of Guru, you get to see, like, as they see, me, according to your rasa, of course. I don't know how long I'll go because I've been at this for a long time. Started early again, I don't know. I don't know why I do it, just... Shri, okay. Okay, so Vasyata, same age. Vraktam, the faces, Vraja Tasya of Maharaj Nanda. Sutoyo of the two sons. Anu Jastam possessed of flutes. Yai by which. Va or Nipitam imbibed, akruta loving, krata akasa glances, moksham giving off loving glances. So, translation, the cowherd girl said, "O friends, those whose eyes that see the beautiful faces of the son of Maharaj Nanda are certainly very fortunate." The cowherd girl said, "O friends, those whose eyes who see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaj Nanda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons enter the forest, surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavan. For those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision." Dressed in a charming variety of garments upon which their garlands rest, and decorating themselves with peacock feathers, lotuses, lilies, newly grown mango sprouts, and clusters of flower buds, Krishna and Balaram shine forth magnificently upon the assembly of cowherd boys. They look just like the best of dancers appearing on a dramatic stage. Hare Krishna. Let us chant a little bit, maybe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna. So I got an idea. Why don't you guys go in that room and Lalita Ganga give a class? You know, because I've already, done my thing. I need to kind of move around a little bit because I was up since 2. Is that a good idea? Yeah? You can take their chair. No. You gotta take the chairs and stuff. Huh? Yeah, no, you guys give class in there. You guys. Yeah. I gotta move around a little stuff. See, Ranga, you think you get up early and then it's not early enough. You get up early and it's not early enough today.
Yesterday's thing.
Yeah.
If you go to bed at 6 o'clock, that's the time you get up.
I didn't go to bed at 6.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. 8:30, maybe 9. Probably about 9, actually.
Yes.
So they're going to give a class on Janaki's phone. If anybody wants to listen, you can. They'll be in the other room, and they're going to give another class on her phone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So look for the invite there. Thank you for coming. If you missed any of this, you can also watch replays. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. So Janaki is going to give a class, or Lita Ganga.
She's ordering us to sit properly.
She is? No? Is she joking? Oh, okay.
Sit properly.